Oh, Lieutenant. Oh, hey Jefferson. Just gonna tell you things already, but I would mind. I don't mind if I will speak to you for a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, Victor. Hello there. Oh, hi. I would have to suggest that you're still here though, but so for some reason I had a I had a agreement. So I was being spoke to somebody else at a meeting at about 2:50 a.m. in the morning for some reason. So I had to make a statement. So you know it's not a real thing today, but it's not even happening at all the cost. So I just had a great time at stuff things going on with anyone who mentioned the names that we've both been exactly what we are trying to do, but yeah. For some reason, we're both going to be seen at all cost. So, for some reason you might want to believe. So, nothing serious. Seeing somebody else who is right or out, but nothing serious. But you got the right thing, aren't you, Vic? We've both been lucky for business.
Okay. See what you got there, but I just need to know when you'll have to speak. That you're the only one that makes me feel happiness right now. But for some reason I do not have to mention anything. But we'll give them all the staff rights, so we'll know things we are making exactly what we are trying to do. Is we were all both gonna make everything similar to the initial clients as we speak. So I have to make a few things over here that we both did not make a denied, but we both wish to continue to the next level. But you know, and also there is a meeting going on at maybe next week. Yeah, but you know, maybe there is a meeting next week. So I think you might have to come next week. So we're going to talk about things as we'll have our plans to make ourselves mine. So is there any ways you can tell me things about all the time so we'll get everything sorted? Would you mind that for me, please?
Well, I do mind actually, yeah. But thanks for telling me that. So, Victor, I do have to proceed my particular caution. So we've already been speak for all the time. So for some reason I've did not make a denied. I came alongside for next in the next few weeks. I've seen a lot of you people in here. So there is no way that things is not gonna change. And as we speak to other manners both, you know, Jason is about to come here next week. So next week he'll be in a meeting next week. So the week after he's having the conversation at the meeting. So at the meeting here, for some kind of like rocketeer or something. Yeah. Hope any of these entrepreneurs business. So so one of the entrepreneurs having all their businesses for the entrepreneur. I want you to work as an entrepreneur as you making a right decision as the differences between the entrepreneur and the you know actually I've got an eavesdrops I've got an eavesdropping but I've got an eavesdrop for some reason. I have just make a few steps to not to carefully not to make everything messes for some reason. It's not the real things actually, but I couldn't even speak. It's very hard to tell actually. It's particularly fine. It's just the only ways we're doing it. So for some reason that we've made a few things, a few calls, a few out of our minds for some reason, but we cannot just speak as we wish. Right on time, Victor. we'll make a few things as we go into the meeting for next week. But we're on the 2nd, but actually, yeah, we got a few things already, but we're on it now. We're about to go on the 7th of April for some reason. We had to go, but if we're having a meeting next week, so we'll just make a discussion of our conversation. So we're us three gonna have a, okay, we're all gonna have a conversation and see what our plans might do. So in the next few years, actually, but I don't think anyone who mentioned anything else for, maybe Oxford or something, like BioNTech vaccination or something. So maybe there is no essences or no evidence. But fortunately there is no evidence. So we do not know what our evidences are. So we were just gonna make a few things already. So what were they trying to do now, Victor? It's to make everything we needed. So be honest with me, it's not the real thing to making exactly what we are trying to do. So, to keep us sound in mind and keep itself in our minds, and everything is all honoured. So we always want to think about all the things stuff right now. So eventually, it doesn't sound particular about the meeting, but in the meeting for next week, we have to bring a few people, but we'll have to bring the several people in our meeting. But in the meeting, but we have to go to the meeting from now on, but the meeting will be start on the 7th. So let's make in a few calls and see what we are trying to do, because we're off in our timetables, aren't we, Vic?
Well, yes, we are. We're on time now, but we're on time. We're on time anyways, though. We just had a few things already, but to get everything we needed, though, Jefferson, all we had to say is tonight's having a few times for it's getting all back where we started. I'll tell you what, Jeff, but the meeting will be start on next week. So if you might go on a Wednesday, make sure you give the other contacts so we can make ourselves in mind. So we'll get it done as we wish. Alright, by the way, Lieutenant, I gotta go right now, but my brother is now waiting for me right now, but we'll make a few times right now, Lieutenant. We have to make sure we're all have a kind of artificials. Okay, if the meeting starts on now and next week, it's on next week actually in the meeting. So I will see you at the meeting next week. So we'll make sure we have a few simple steps. So we'll make a few things all calls. So here you go. There's a problem here, but we'll get a few things right, we'll get a few things wrong, so nothing serious. Alright? So, yeah, so what you want me to do now, Lieutenant? Are you sure you're gonna come now? Or are you just waiting for the meeting next week? By the way, Vic, I might have to go to the meeting next week, so the meeting will be start on now, but maybe on next week. We have to invite every people right now, so thanks for telling me that, and then we'll sort them out as we wish to continue on. But thanks for telling me that though, Vic. Okay, Victor, you're now free to go. But you're on your ways right now though. And also, Victor, but would you mind just to give him a close steps, please? But would you mind of getting out of this right now, please? We'll make a few calls for his steps right now. You're now free to go now. Alright, I'll make a phone call as soon as possible, okay? Gotta go now.